Two British men have been jailed for the brutal killing of a disabled Iranian man who was wrongly accused of being a pedophile. Lee James and his accomplice, Stephen Norley, killed Bijan Ebrahimi and set his body on fire earlier this year in the English city of Bristol. Lee's received a life sentence and must serve a minimum of 18 years in prison. Norley will serve 4. Ebrahimi had contacted the police a number of times, complaining that he saw a victim of antisocial behavior. Police officers had ignored the calls, which have now prompted an investigation into allegations of misconduct. Disturbing footage taken by Ebrahimi himself days before his murder shows that James was threatening him.
Don't take pictures of me, all right?
You come to my...
I come to your house, don't take pictures of me then, all right?
Lee.
That's a warning, right? You get off Bill all you want. Get off Bill and I'll say to him, you're taking pictures of me. How old are you? I'm a little boy.
Go.
Up to you.
Go out of my house.
Get the away with the pictures, all right?
Go out of my house.
Lee.
Trust me, take pictures of me again, I'll
Let's talk about that video and the details of this case with Islamic correspondent there in London. Well, Islamic, that was the first time I just saw that video, and it kind of leaves no doubt about the threats that were being leveled against Ebrahimi, who unfortunately was killed. Tell us more about this case and the sentences, and of course whether there's going to be an investigation into maybe police negligence in terms of following through.
Yes, Carver, as you saw in that really disturbing video, I watched it myself late last night, and you see there Mr. James, Lee James, who was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 18 years for murdering Mr. Ebrahimi, and you can see his really aggressive nature. According to witnesses, he had been drinking the entire day, the weather was hot, and he had been antagonized into thinking that Mr. Ebrahimi was a pedophile. The whole situation had started because Mr. Ebrahimi was a foreigner, was Iranian. He was known to be disabled, and he was seen as an outsider in that community. He was seen as a bit different. And Mr. James had been caught smashing up his garden. And when Mr. Ebrahimi was filming him on his phone, Mr. James saw it and accused him of being a paedophile. And as you can see there, very disturbing images. Mr. James is 24 years of age, yet he refers to himself as just a little boy. So there was definite, evidence of some kind of psychological shortcomings there. And the police were called, and actually Mr. Ebrahimi was arrested for taking pictures. And the whole community in that area, not the whole community, but a large number, were baying for his blood. They were shouting paedophile at him. They were throwing things at him. All of this happening while the police are taking him away. And when Mr. Ebrahimi is in police custody, he's telling them, look at this environment that I'm in. It's not safe to let me go. The police didn't listen. They released him back into that community after wrongfully arresting him. And 2 days later, Mr. James returned to his house and attacked him along with his accomplice and killed him with blows to the head before setting fire to his body. And what's really shocked the community in that area with this story is the number of people who simply looked on and didn't do anything to help. And there are now many people in that community who say that they are ashamed of what happened and ashamed of this killing. And the police, the head of police, has come out and said he's ashamed of what happened. And now about 8 or 9 police officers, including the people who manage the telephone line. So when you call the police, those people didn't take his calls seriously. The police officers didn't take his call seriously, and 9 of them are now under investigation, and they could find themselves with criminal charges.
Thank you very much. Isa Ali, correspondent there from London. We appreciate that.